Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Castor Maritime. Here you can kind of see what it's done over the last 3 months. Hit a high there on March 15th, 10:30, and it's just almost been cut in thirds since then. Here's a look at the 1 month. So just kind of up and down, still on the downtrend, and not too bad of a week, up 6%, but today it's kind of struggling. So it was up and then kind of came down, so hit a low here of 318. But this one is Castor Maritime, ticker CTRM. If you don't know what this one is, I'll go ahead and pause here, but I have 3 shares at 380. I used to have more than that. They did reverse split, and so we'll see what happens with the price going forward. So they engage in the provision of shipping transportation services through its ownership of dry bulk vessels. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. Founded in 2017, $280 million market cap with an average volume of we'll just call it 13 million, and today's volume of 9.58 million. Here's a look at their earnings, and we'll see if we can get the earnings to go up a little bit. Here is the split. So it looks like back on May 28th, the reverse split. Previous shares at 30, so it was a 1 for 10. So now I have 3 shares. The value is still the same, even though the stock has went down, but the reverse merger at the time that it happened was still worth the same amount in dollar value. It's just less shares, so no big deal. It's happened before. So moving on here, just another look at it on bar chart. You can see the day's low at 320, high at 366, and it's still hovering around that low for the day. So we'll see what happens through it with it here throughout the rest of the day. Over here to on investing.com, Castor Maritime versus Navios, which shipping stock is a better buy? And this is dated on the 1st. Shipping industry has been gradually recovering thanks to a rising demand for commodities as several economies resume their manufacturing and industrial activities. As a result, 2 major players in the shipping industry, Castor Maritime and Navios NMM, are expected to benefit in the coming quarters. And so we'll see what the summer brings to Castor Maritime as well as NMM. I do not have Navios. If you have Navios out there, go ahead and list it in the comments as well. Most shipping companies were hit severely by the COVID-19 pandemic due to mobility restrictions and a contraction of international trade. However, as economies worldwide resume manufacturing and infrastructure activities, the demand for commodities such as iron ore and coal, which are primarily transported by sea, is increasing, and trend is expected to continue. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there. Moving on, why Castor Maritime stock popped after earnings, and this is just stated yesterday. So stock are having a very good day on Thursday. Jump a solid 18.5% in response to the news that Castor had finally become profitable again after 4 straight quarters of trying and failing. So here we are going in 2020, and this is the way we're supposed to go up in 2021. So we'll see what happens. So their Q1 2021 earnings report released this morning. The shipper says it earned $1.1 million, or 0.2 per share, on quarterly sales of $7 million. That was a big change from 68 cents in losses Castor reported in the year-ago quarter. And the company's sales increased 159% year over year, turning Q1 into what CEO Petros called a transformational period for the business. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there. So the diversification into oil shipping insulates Castor Maritime from the volatility of the dry bulk shipping market somewhat, and yet the company's fleet still remains heavily weighted toward the dry bulk industry. This could be a problem because although the Baltic Dry Index, which tracks the rates that dry bulk shipping companies can charge for hauling dry goods such as coal, iron pellets, and grain, remains up 84% from the year. It's fallen 22.5% since peaking on May 5th and continues to drift lower. If it declines in the BDI reverse or even merely slow, the rest of 2021 could continue to produce strong results for Castor Maritime and its investors. And moving on over here to Benzinga, why Castor Maritime stock is moving today. Again, this is dated yesterday, and so it was trending higher 18.3% at $3.69 Thursday morning after the company's reported first quarter EPS and sales results were up year over year. So the quarterly earnings of 2 cents per share compared to a loss of 7 cents per share from the same period last year. Castor Maritime has also reported $7 million in sales this quarter. This represents a greater than 150% increase over sales of $2.73 or $2.73 million in the same period that last year. Over here to Reddit. Time to fry the shorts on this one, like AMC, around 40% the float short. So sometimes this one moves along with the Reddit and the AMC stocks. It's just because people are in them and believe they're cheap, and people try to pump them up. So just got to kind of watch this one, but unfortunately it's not having too great of a day here today. So 52-week low of $1.12, high of $19.50. We'll see if we can get close to that maybe by the end of the summer. We'll just have to wait and see. Checking in. Did I miss the squeeze? Let me know when everyone is going to buy another 500 shares the day so we can do it at the same time. And over here to StockTwits. And nothing here on tip ranks. So if you have Castor Maritime, go ahead and leave that in the comments, and go ahead and hit the like button and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.